Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on this week. I got a ton of messages about this week in Evergrande and the fallout, and I wanted to make this video so you guys know what's going on, keep you in the loop, and not to freak out because it's going to be a bloody week. All right, let's kick it off. Evergrande. All right. So we know that all the stuff's already happened this past weekend. On Friday it started, and last night they solidified the bankruptcy. So what are we seeing this week? We're going to see increased margin across the board for everybody, because when they're going down and our government sees it, they're going to be like, okay, we need to make sure that we're protected somehow. So they're increased margin across the board. We have to keep an eye on Invesco, right? That's the people that Citadel went through. We also need to keep an eye on BlackRock, Bank of America, and of course our friends at Citadel in Chicago. Here's what I see happening. I see them getting a margin increase or a maintenance call, at least in the minimum. I see Invesco taking some serious losses this week. They're going to start to notify investors. We're going to start talking about it, but I think it's not going to get the attention it requires because the rest of the market's going to bleed, and that's just the way I feel about it. All right, what is it you need to know? Hey, continue to buy the dip. You know that. Stay amicable in the community. The price is fake. It's manufactured. That's not supposed to be spelled that way. It's manufactured. Listen, I'm going to tell you this the way I look at it. Right, that price is so fake. It's so synthetic. It's not real. The real price is in the thousands by now. There's no question about it in my mind. I think if you ask any major community member that's been here long enough to tell you that this is a fake price, it's not real, and we're gonna, I mean, this is all just nonsense to keep you guys from holding on to the stock. Remember, this is the death throes of Citadel. They're going to throw FUD. They're going to throw bullshit, lies through the media, every kind of nonsense, saying, "Oh, it's because of the market." That stock is going to go down, but it's a manufactured drop. It's not a real stock. Nobody is selling. I haven't met one person in all of this time that has sold any shares unless they saw another opportunity and they foolishly did it, and it was back in like January or something. No big deal, not a huge deal. But nobody as of late has been selling. So the sells that you see are manufactured by SIG, these clowns, Citadel, and everybody else. They're not real. They're synthetics. They're caused to make the stock price go down. As we see an increase in margin calls, and we see as the S&P fall down in price, we're going to expect to see them replicating it to see if this is the bigger play, right? We all know that we have a negative beta, right? We know that, but it says on Bloomberg and every other terminal that they've gotten attention to, or they got to, that the beta is actually positive. So that keeps away investors, right? The institutional investors. But the thing is fake. We have a negative 10 beta. It's probably higher by now, in fact, right? So when the S&P goes down, they're going to coordinate it. They're going to project the S&P on their computer, and it's going to replicate on their computer, another computer that they have, to mimic the S&P falling down. You see how that works? So it looks like, oh, we have a positive beta because the S&P is falling. Oh, AMC is also falling. That's the scam that they're pulling. All right. That's how they're going to do this. So when you see the drop and the dip, obviously buy because it's going to be cheaper, right? We know that, but also know that it's completely bullshit. It's all made up. These are all made up things. The price is fake. The price is manufactured. It isn't real. It's some clown sitting in a terminal with an algo machine and a bunch of other nerds sitting around making this thing happen. It's not real. It's all fake. This is the death throes. This is their final, their final, the last boss, if you will, if you're a Nintendo guy or PlayStation guy, or whatever. This is their last week. But like I said, keep in mind that it's going to be a bloody week. And it's not just the Evergrande thing, it's everybody. Everyone's going to be experiencing the dip, right? Everyone knows that. Just prepare yourself mentally. You're going to see it, but it's fake, and it's fake, and there's no need to panic. And it can go down to, like I said, it can go down to $5. It wouldn't make a lick of difference. It doesn't make a difference, right? Because they're expending more energy on us than everybody else. They're not going to be able to make more money because people are going to be pulling out of the market. Who's going to be doing options plays when the market's taking a shit? I'll tell you, people are going to be freaking out. They're not going to be able to do any marketplace other than PCOs, sell orders. That's it. And then as this thing gets worse, there'll be less and less clients to fulfill orders for. And then what? What do? You get liquidated because you're stupid, right? So this is what we're going to hopefully see. This is our immediate goals right here. Small hedge funds, they're going to get an increased collateral call, maintenance call. And if they can't make it, they get margin called. And if they can't make that, it's liquidation of their portfolio. The price goes up. Boom. If that happens, and it's going to be a domino effect, then the larger hedge funds go, right? It's going to go one by one by one by one. The higher it goes, it's eventually going to reach these guys, the larger hedge funds, SIG and Citadel. Remember, SIG is huge, by the way. Don't ever underestimate SIG. They're pretty massive. But for them, it's also a massive margin call, liquidation of longs in their portfolio through DCC. They probably won't liquidate them. Their long positions will probably hold them as collateral for them later on, so they can make money and bring the thing back. So things to keep an eye on is this. Keep an eye on the S&P 500, keep an eye on the US market, see what's going on. If the series drops in the S&P, then you'll start seeing the price drop on AMC. The Chinese markets, the Hong Kong index, the Shenzhen, keep an eye on those as well, right? If those things start to cascade, if that Evergrande thing cascades in China, we'll see it here in the US. Believe me, we'll see it in a variety of places, including Apple, right? If there's manufacturing and somehow tied into them, believe me, you're going to see them devalued. There's going to be other manufacturers that are going to feel it, especially in electronics. Remember, China is the manufacturing company. They do all of our electronics. They do everything. So you'll see a cascade and you'll see increases. It's going to only add to inflation. And keep an eye on the SEC and the Fed making announcements. I don't know what the announcements are going to be for. Maybe it's the DOJ thing that's kicking around. I don't really know, but keep an eye on them. Keep your eyes open. But you know, just be aware these guys are always working and they're always doing something shifty. So just keep an eye out. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Hey, expect a bloody week. Don't freak out. Don't sell. Hold apes together strong. And that's what we're going to be. Take care.